How many Italians we have here tonight? Good. Now, I grew up Italian. I grew up in the Bronx, and then we moved to Yonkers. And my father was a New York City detective. Yeah, thank you. And my mother taught Bible study. And I didn't exactly turn out the way they wanted me to. I think that's obvious. But I was not afraid of my father. Even though my father was a New York City detective, I was not afraid of him. My father wasn't really the disciplinarian in our home. It was my mom that I was afraid of. It was Jesus that I was afraid of. Yeah, let me tell you something. When your mother knows every word of the scriptures, you're in a lot of trouble. Every time I did something wrong, it was God drama. Go to your room. Read the Bible. Me and your father have failed. Only God can save you now. And I'm like, relax, Mom. I just left my bike on the lawn. What's the big deal? And I would be locked in my room, all right, 3-4 hours at a time, reading the Bible, watching MTV. And I would come out, and my mother would have these quizzes for me. And, I knew enough about the Bible to get by. This one time in particular, I fell asleep. And I got out like 3.5 hours. My mother goes, Johnny, what did you read? She's right in my face. And I said, I read the whole book. She goes, really? You read the whole Bible in 3.5 hours? Very interesting. She goes, what did you learn? I said it was a great book. I liked it. I didn't think he was going to die at the end. That's a twist. You'd think his father was going to help him. He's gone. The son, the whole bit, the devil. There's no sequel, obviously. She goes, Johnny, enough of the jokes. Did you learn anything? I said, yes, Mom, I learned a lot. 3 things about the Bible. There's really only 3 things that you need to know. Number 1, Jesus loved us all. She said, very good. Number 2, unlike you and Daddy, Jesus forgave us all. And I said, the most important thing I learned, Mom, is that Jesus was one of us. She goes, really? What does that mean? Jesus was one of us. Jesus was Italian. Jesus Christ, King of Jews, was Italian. She goes, I missed that, Johnny. Where did it say that in the Bible? I said, aha! If you would have read the Bible like I did, you would have picked up on the hints that the apostles dropped throughout the whole book. She goes, really? Like what? Okay. Every Sunday, he drank wine and wore sandals. That's Italian. He lived at home with his mother till he was 30. That's Italian. Him and his father were carpenters in the union. That's Italian. He hung out with 12 guys. Nobody had jobs. That's Italian. When he was born, 3 wise guys bought him presents for no reason at all. That's Italian. He walked around his whole life telling everybody, hey, you know who my father is? That's Italian. And at the Last Supper, he picked up the check. There were 13 guys at that table. What self-respecting Jew was going near that check? Good night, everybody. God bless you.